Hello and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast brought to you by myself, Glitch. This is going to be a ZVP on Shakuras Plateau. Yes, it is Shakuras Plateau. I did not screw up the map this time. I got a comment on one of my videos that I screwed up another map name. I don't know what it is, but for some reason under pressure, I just forget every single map name in the StarCraft 2 map pool. I have no idea why. I always get it right in the comments below, but for some reason, when I go back and listen to the actual video, for some reason I always screw up the names of the maps. Anyway, back to the game. LiquidHuk versus NEXLife. Both very good players. LiquidHuk probably needs very little introduction. He's been a top-ranked Protoss on ladder for quite a long time. For StarCraft 2 anyway, and NEXLife, a very, very good Korean player. Do they come in any other way? I think Korean players only come in very good and above. I think the worst Korean players in the world are very good by standards of any other, just anywhere really. Just StarCraft, they're just amazing StarCraft players. NEXLife being much better than very good. He's an amazing player. The next team is very well known. They've been in many tournaments and many games. So I'm hoping here for a really good game. I am casting another ZVP. As I said in my cast yesterday, I'm trying to get some ZVP views in because I have a tournament. I'm going to be in the GeForce Pro Am tournament, and yeah, my next match is going to be a ZVP, so I really want to see some good ZVP games. So I'm casting LiquidHuk and NEXLife. I think tomorrow I'm going to actually do one more Spanishiwa ZVP. But back to this game. NEXLife's been trying to fast expand here for a while, but was unable to get his hatch down. It was blocked by Huk. Huk was being very annoying with this drone, getting his own, getting some harass in, doing some mineral harass. So it forced NEXLife to get his pool first. NEXLife did go pool first here when he couldn't get that hatch down. Though his hatch is now, there it is. Yes, his hatch is now down, and NEXLife is now blocking his ramp to be sure there's no kind of cannon trickery by Huk. Now, Huk, interestingly enough, has gone Nexus first. He, I believe, just went pylon straight into Nexus. I believe I mentioned this in one of my previous casts, but this is starting to become much more common now in Protoss games. Protoss are very commonly now opening with Forge or no Forge or Gateway at all, just going straight for a Nexus in ZVP, especially on the larger maps. Now, this isn't a particularly large map, but Huk just decided he was safe enough. He did have his probe here scouting NEXLife's base, and so he knew what was coming. He knew there was no kind of 6 pool or particularly fast pool coming up that he would have to worry about, so he just expanded. No gateway, no forge, just expanded. And he will be working to get his econ up as quick as he can. He does have a photon cannon here at the front, denying this overlord a scout at this natural, but I think NEXLife pretty much knows what's up at this point. We do have some Zergling speed now coming up for NEXLife. And there's been quite a bit of banter going on between the two of these guys. Huk, I think, actually trained in Korea for quite a while, and so he's actually quite adept at communicating with the Koreans. Every time I see him playing Korean players, he's always communicating with the Koreans, and I think he actually throws in some Korean words here and there that he knows, typed in English, but they seem to understand him. They seem to have a very good understanding of each other. Huk just seems to be able to communicate very well with the Koreans. I haven't actually been paying attention to what they were saying, so I'm not going to try to translate anything. Not that my Korean abilities are that good at all. Evo Chamber now down for NEXLife. No upgrades coming out of it. I've been seeing this a lot lately. I've been seeing this in a lot of the pro games I've been casting lately, that the Evolution Chamber comes up and they don't immediately start researching out of it. And NEXLife, of course, just made me eat my words as he is getting his +1 attack upgrade. So, I have recently been seeing some Evo Chambers come up, though, by pros. They'll throw down an Evo Chamber, but they won't use it. I think the reason for that is because they just want to be prepared in case they do see any kind of Void Ray or Phoenix come out, then they can throw up those spore crawlers quickly. Because, yeah, I've been seeing that more and more often, that Zergs will just get one Evo Chamber and not use it for quite a while. I believe that is the reason why. Huk just going for standard gateway play right now. I think he's got, looks like 4 gateways up right now. Oh, 5 gateways, 6 gateways, 7 gateways up right now for Huk. No upgrades yet, but he does have his warp gate research coming up, and he's just been droning like crazy. If we take a look at the drone count right now, we have 49 to 40. That's pretty standard to see from in a ZVP. Both players going for a macro style. NEXLife, since he does have a lot of larva and he's devoting a lot of his larva to drones, he is going to be ahead in drone production, or in worker production, that is. So he is ahead, 53 to 44 at the moment, and he's expanding to his 3rd. Huk's gateways are all now up, and he is now morphing them into warp gates. So it looks like we're going to see a lot of gateway units here coming from Huk. Lots of sentries out on the field right now, and both players kind of just sitting back and macroing right now. NEXLife hasn't quite revealed what he'll be going for yet. Very little creep spread yet for NEXLife. I would actually like to see a little bit more creep spread here, especially connecting these 2 bases. You want to have these 2 bases connected by creep, just in case those Void Rays or Phoenixes do come out. You need your queens to be able to run back and forth between the 2 bases. Also, not much sight also for NEXLife right now. I like to have these overlords out there on the map, scouting especially common paths for Void Rays, maybe having one here, and then just scouting the other bases, especially this 3rd. Right now he has no vision on this 3rd, and it would be really nice to know if Huk is taking that 3rd. Ah, well, Huk won't be taking that 3rd because Huk is taking this 3rd right here. Lots of sentries on the field, couple zealots, and it looks like NEXLife's got some infestors on the field, and he will be moving up with some lings and infestors here to try to deny this 3rd. Nice force fields there by LiquidHuk. These sentries did get... oh man, they did get taken out by fungal growths there by the infestors. Very nice play there by NEXLife, and NEXLife is now going to just pull back. He did not deny that 3rd, but he did take out a lot of sentries there. That was a lot of sentries. That was a big hit there to LiquidHuk. That many sentries going down, that's a lot of gas. That means a lot of tech that he just lost. And it looks like NEXLife might be swinging around for an attack at the natural. No, he's just swinging around for an attack at this 3rd again, just from a different angle. And Huk, I think he's got enough to hold this, but NEXLife is going to push pretty hard here. NEXLife is rallying more units in, lots of Zerglings and infestors coming in to try to really deny this 3rd. He really doesn't want this 3rd to go down. But with all these zealots here and these stalkers, a lot of sentries too, then I think NEXLife is going to be able to hold this off. Yes, it looks like NEXLife has indeed pulled his forces back, and he is now retreating, but he is now on a 3rd, and he's taking a 4th base, so he is going to be getting that saturated. Wow, I haven't been on the production tab in a while. Plus 2 attack upgrades coming up, more infestors coming out onto the field, a spire coming out onto the field, so we are going to see some air units here coming out. I don't know if that's because he's expecting Colossi soon. If he is, we do have a robotics bay on the way, so yes, looks like Huk will indeed be going for Colossus, so good move there by NEXLife. Now, one other thing to note that is not StarCraft 2 related. This game is a little bit long, so you know what? I think I'm going to need to split it into 2 parts, and this might be a good place to do it. Will NEXLife be able to deny this 3rd? Will he? Looks like he's already failed to deny the 3rd, huh? But will NEXLife be able to take this game? We'll see if he can appropriately deal with those Colossus. See if he can deal some damage here, because he's going to really need to. Hux so far has just been pretty well sitting on his bases. And let's see if NEXLife can't come in with this attack force and do quite a bit of damage. Part 2 in a minute.